All right, guys, so it's currently 3:19 in the morning. We just got to my appointment about 30 minutes ago. We're getting unloaded here for this meat load in New York, upstate New York, pretty close to Binghamton. Got my door here. There's another Stevens driver right next to me. It's a small little spot. It's only like 12 doors. So today's going to be a long day. I had to do a split last night. So I got to the truck stop and had to do like 8.5 hours. And then right now I'm doing another hour and a half, well, at least, or however long I'm here, so I could get the remaining hours back. So if you guys could see here, let me show you guys my clock. I have 2 hours and 14 minutes on my 11, 3 hours and 14 minutes, or 3 hours and 24 minutes on my 14, and then my 11. I just got hours back for this today, 11 hours. So my recaps are pretty decent. I get almost 9 hours back tomorrow, almost 10 hours back in 2 days. Today I have another pickup at 10 a.m. So it's like 200 miles away. So it'll be about 3.5 hours of driving, plus I got to get a washout. So if I could get out of here I got to get out of here by at least 5:30 to make it there on time. It's definitely going to be tight, but my next load is going to be going to Indiana, so I'm gonna kind of do a little vlog style today. Like I said, I pick up in Pennsylvania, and that load is delivering in Indiana tomorrow night at 5 p.m. and it's only about 510 miles, so it'll be actually a pretty light day. I won't have to drive nearly that much today. Once I basically pick up this load, I'll probably drive for another like 2 hours and then I'll shut down for a full 10-hour clock. Because yeah, I mean, I was up pretty late last night. I got only 3.5 hours of sleep. I was talking to my beautiful girlfriend. Shout out to Olivia. But yeah, I honestly am just, I got a bunch of energy right now, honestly. Sometimes that happens, guys. You'll be driving, or you'll be tired at night, and then just you'll wake up for an early morning appointment. Sometimes these early morning appointments, they could definitely be a drag, but I was only 20 miles away, so it was super easy for me to just turn the truck on, warm it up a little bit, copped a couple energy drinks for later, and then I got over here. I try not to get too early. I try not to show up to these early morning appointments too early, because I want to obviously maximize as much sleep as I can. Yeah, I got home time coming up. I'm going to be going back to Ocala, Florida, for about 4 days, 4 to 5 days. I'm going to be going to Universal Studios, taking some time off with my girlfriend. I'm going to be also spending some time with the family. I've been doing these 3 to 4 weeks and then taking time off. I used to do 5 to 6 weeks, then take home time, but honestly, you guys have to figure out what works best for you. For me, I do honestly, just taking, just driving for 3 weeks, just going hard for those 3 weeks. I was going to take a 34-hour reset, but then I kind of changed my mind. I'm kind of glad I did it. I didn't, because, yeah, I got plenty of hours on my clock. This guy's backing up next to me. It looks like he's going to just come straight into me. I don't know, he's parking next to me. But it's kind of tight here. Yeah, I don't know which spot you're going for, buddy. I like the lights on this truck. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. We're gonna like I said, we're gonna do a little vlog today. I've been missing the vlogs. Honestly, they are fun for me to make. Sometimes I feel like just talking to the camera about whatever topic I'm talking about sometimes isn't always the most entertaining. So I'm gonna try to show you guys a little bit of more of a day in the life style vlog today. So yeah, after this, we're gonna grab the bills. Once they give me a call, they're gonna give me a call when the load is fully unloaded, and then we're gonna head over to the truck wash. So let's get it. All right, so we are fully unloaded. I had to pay a $75 lumper fee. So some locations, they'll actually charge your company to unload the truck. So you have to sometimes get a money code or write a check for the amount. So I'm just gonna head inside right now, get the bills, get the receipts, and yeah, and they could go get that washout. Wasn't bad. They were quick. They were 2 hours, not even. So sometimes these morning appointments aren't bad for that reason. Door 11. It's cold. Very cold. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the winter. For that reason. It just gets way too cold.
My brain could cooperate anytime now. I would be very grateful.
It's too early, that's why.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Tysons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's a receipt on that. It shows all three of the POs there.
Okay.
And there's all three of your POs signed.
Awesome. So you have a great week, all right? Thank you. Let's head out of here. All right, so now that I got my bills back, I basically got to take pictures of the bills to send to my company. Basically put, the time that I left, make sure there was no claims, and that will clear it from my tablet so that I could be dispatched on my next load. So that's what we're gonna do here. It takes a couple minutes, but it's really not that hard. It's the little work that I do have to do outside besides driving. I'm picking up ice cream next, which is nice. The trailer's got to get set to -10, so I will have to basically we'll have to set the reefer before I start driving, because sometimes it does take about 45 minutes to get down to that temperature. And if there's been times where you're heading to your pickup and you forgot to set the reefer temperature, and you're only and you just get there and then you gotta wait. So you want to make sure you stay proactive and you set your temperature before you arrive. It seems like common knowledge, but it's very easy to forget when there's so much going on. And it's definitely one of those things where once I remember, I make sure to do it, even if it's a few hours early before my pickup. So I'm gonna get this washout, head over to the Blue Beacon, and then I will turn it on as soon as I get out of there, so that I'm good to go. My trailer's got plenty of fuel, and it will be overall a good day. I'm feeling good. I was in and out of here quick. Trailer drop no. Projected ETA for next dispatch right now. Time left on my 13 hours. Are you taking a 34-hour reset? No. Did you have to pay for loading? Yes, I did. Final stop, $75. So as you guys can see, it's just you answer a couple questions, you scan your receipts, and it's easy. Bada bing, bada boom. So let's head over to the washout. And you always want to make sure you guys are looking to make sure there's nothing left in the trailer. So let's close these doors and get the heck out of here. So just like that, guys, like I was saying, I got back a bunch of hours on my 14 and I got back hours on my 11. So sometimes you really do got to do a split break, and you finish your break at a shipper or receiver. Sometimes that's just how trucking goes, and you gotta be smart with how you do your breaks, how you do your splits. So now I'm good to roll, and I can head over to my next pickup. All right, so we are at the washout. We're at a Blue Beacon. I am just writing out my check here to pay for this. $50.44. So let's talk about truck washes, guys. Trailer washouts specifically. So as you guys know, after every load, you really got to get a truck or a trailer washout. Now, this is why it's very important that you have Trucker Path, because Trucker Path allows you to see exactly where the truck washes are along your route line. So while I was getting unloaded at my last stop this morning, I was trip planning for this load. The first thing I always do is I find a truck wash that's going to be on my route line. Now, it's very important that when you guys are looking for these truck washes, that you are also looking at the reviews, making sure that they're going to be open. It's 5:30 in the morning right now, right? Blue Beacons are 24/7. So it's if you could find a blue beacon on your route line, that's always my go-to spot. There was 3 truck washes on this route line to where I'm going. First one was blue beacon. Great. The second one was a truck wash, and I looked at the reviews. It was getting remodeled, so it's closed. So that's why it's very important that you look at the reviews, you look at this to see what times they're open, because you don't want to get stuck not being able to find a washout. Sometimes you do got to go a little bit out of route. I did have to go 5 miles north of where I just delivered to, and then I'm going to travel south back to Pennsylvania. But I saw that the ones that were on the exact route line going south, one was going to be not even open, and the other one was closed. So, or not closed, but was getting remodeled. So it makes sense to just come 5 miles north and come to this blue beacon. It is, like I said, it's important that you are getting your washouts, because I'm going from a meat load to a dairy load, right? I'm getting ice cream after this. You don't want to cross contaminate. Now, some people will cut corners with this industry and not get washouts. It's, have I always gotten a washout every single load? No. There's times where sometimes you just got to kind of say fuck it. But if you're running late on a load, you got to, sometimes sweeping out the trailer is an option. But there is also the potential that the customer asks for a washout receipt. I've had that happen before. But most meat loads, you really want to make sure, most meat and dairy loads specifically, produce as well, you really want to make sure you are getting a washout in between each load. So yeah, we're going to get this washout done. I just wrote the checkout, and then, yeah, like I said, I'll have about a 200-mile deadhead to my next pickup. We'll be right on time because it's only 5:24 right now. I'll get there around 6:15 or 9:15. So yeah, we're making good progress. Let's continue this awesome day, guys. Keep you guys posted. Let's get it. So I just arrived at the pickup facility to pick up some ice cream, and this place is actually dead. There's like a couple employee cars and one truck. So I mean, they got me in the door right away. So back up to the door. Don't open up the doors. Wait for the employee to come out and tell me that I can open the doors. So we're gonna back up to door 13. Lucky number 13. Let's do it. Alright guys, so what we're going to do here is do a little trip plan, kind of show you guys how I use Trucker Path to plan out my route line. So what I always do first is I plug in my fuel stops. With my company, they let me know exactly where to get fuel along my route line and how much fuel to get. So I will use my Trucker Path app, plug in those stops, as well as my final delivery point. And from there, I'll kind of see exactly how many miles it's going to be. Our company will let me know exactly, like roughly how many miles it is. But when I plug the addresses into Trucker Path, it allows me to see exactly how many miles I'm going to be driving. So I kind of am able to see which truck stops along that route line that I am going to most likely stop at. This helps me kind of figure out my day, figure out how many miles I want to drive, and to make sure that I could get the deliveries there on time. So what's nice about Trucker Path is that all those little dots that you guys see along the route lines are the different trucker paths. Not Trucker Path. Those are the different truck stops. So each little emblem is correspondent to that specific brand of truck stops. You got your Loves, you got your Pilots, Flying J's, TAs, Sheets, all those rest areas, they're all there. And as you guys can see, it can be a little overwhelming, but once you kind of learn the lay of the land, it actually is very helpful to use this app to see exactly how many spots each truck stop has, roughly what time they fill up. So as you guys can see here, I'm just kind of playing around with, I knew with this load I was only, like I said, I was only going to drive about 300 miles, or not 2-3 hours after picking up this load. So I'm kind of seeing exactly how many roughly truck stops around that 100-mile range, 100 to 120 mile range. So these two sheets that I'm looking at, you can see how I look through on the satellite view to see how many spots they have and kind of what the parking lot is looking like. So those first two truck stops that I looked at, they were not that big, right? And they don't have that many spots. This is another parking spot on basically the side of the interstate. You know, they have sometimes those little rest areas or little pull-off spots that you can park at. But this spot right here is the one that I actually ended up stopping at. So as you guys can see, you got a huge parking lot. Now this is on the toll road, so this is a more, I guess, advanced rest area. They have some restaurants in there and like little fast food spots. And what's nice about Trucker Path is it kind of shows you roughly how many miles away that rest area or truck stop is. So that was the game plan for this load. I was going to, run about 117, 120 miles, then do the rest the following day. So like I was saying, with this, I'm taking out the calculator and kind of showing it's 525 miles to the final minus 175 miles to that truck travel center. That would leave me with 350 miles for the following day. So that's kind of how I plan out, roughly what truck stops I'm going to stop at, how many miles it is to each one, and that's how I kind of figure it out. So you could go to your more section on Trucker Path, you could scroll down and you could select truck washes, and it will show you exactly where the truck washes are along that route line if you needed to get a washout done, right? So that's kind of what I do to figure out where the truck washes are so that I could plan, accordingly. And I also do this for when I'm trying to find a gym, right? So after this, after doing this, picking up this load, I went to the gym. So you could kind of see where the gyms are. Trucker Path sometimes doesn't do the best with that. So what I'll actually do normally is what I show you guys in this screen recording is I'll actually just go on Google Maps and figure out where the gyms are. If you guys are into fitness and into going to the gyms, you want to just satellite view your gyms, whatever gym you're a member to. I'm a member of Planet Fitness, and you could basically just type in Planet Fitness, and then it will show you where all of them are in that area. And lucky enough, there was one literally 2 miles down the road from where I just picked up. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in, take a look at the parking lot, and as you guys can see, there's plenty of spots. There's like plenty of spots that you could basically park the truck in the back, kind of where they have, kind of where they have loading docks for, for the stores, for those super centers or for those supermarkets. Most of the time, Planet Fitnesses are going to be in like a strip mall that are going to have loading docks in the back. So, sometimes it'll say no parking, other times it won't. But what I'll normally do is I'll normally just leave like a sticky note on my window that says, shopping or at the gym, and I'll put my phone number there. So in case one of the managers for some reason has a problem with me parking there, they can normally just call me so that I can move the truck. But I've never had that issue, as long as you guys are not blocking, a fire extinguisher or something stupid. day. It is now currently almost 6 p.m. We've been going all day. I mean, you guys have seen it. I started around 2. Well, I really woke up at like 1:50 in the morning, and now we are just stopping now. So some days with trucking, they're long, but I took some time to myself today. I went to the gym. I stopped at the truck stop, took a shower. I didn't show you guys that, but I had to stop after the gym. I got fuel, took a shower, and yeah, then I drove like another, like 120 miles to get over here to this rest area. And yeah, we're going to be heading to Indiana tomorrow. I got another 325 miles to the delivery, and I don't drop off till 5 p.m. tomorrow night. So there was plenty of time on this load, which is, it's good. I'm kind of low on my 70-hour clock as it is. My recaps they're decent for the next 2 days, but we're just going to keep running. I got 3 hours and 16 minutes on my 70, but we definitely did burn out my entire 14-hour clock today. We drove 8 hours. So yeah, it was solid. Definitely. The appointments went absolutely fantastic today, guys. Like, I mean, the first one, I was in and out of there within 2 hours. The second one, it only took an hour. So honestly, like that's a good day of trucking. I mean, everything went smooth. I was able to hit the gym, took care of myself, showered. So all I'm gonna do now is just make myself some dinner. I got some leftover rotisserie chicken. I'm gonna warm up some rice, and that's gonna do it for today. So we'll check in with you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have been enjoying this vlog. I'm having a fun time making it. So see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is currently the next day. Just woke up. It's a little bit after 8. I slept in. I slept almost like 11 hours last night. Like, I needed it. The past 2 nights in a row, I got 4 hours of sleep and worked like 14-hour days. So I definitely needed it. But I'm gonna show you guys a little kind of morning routine here for how I get my day started. Now, I don't actually deliver. I thought I delivered at 5, like I said yesterday, but I don't deliver till 7:30. So I'm gonna leave here at like 9:30, and then they have on-site parking there, so I'll just chill. That's only, like I said, it's only like 350 miles to get there. So I'm gonna get there early, and then we'll just kind of hang out until my delivery appointment. Maybe they'll get me in early. This is kind of the unknowns with truck driving. Sometimes they can get you in early. Sometimes you're waiting there for your appointment. There's no point to really get there too early. So you don't want to burn up your entire 14-hour clock. So I always close my curtains to kind of black everything out. So open these up, and then yeah, these ones as well. Close these up, and then I will go inside, brush my teeth, get some coffee. They have a Dunkin' Donuts in here. It's like a full service rest area. On these toll roads, they'll have restaurants and stuff, so it's not just like a bathroom and parking. Sometimes they'll have more, which is always nice. On the on the Pennsylvania Turnpike right now. So yeah, looks like it's a little rainy today, a little cloudy. Definitely getting cold. It's like definitely in the low 40s. It's definitely feeling like it's almost winter, that's for sure. So let's get some coffee. It is cold, guys, but I got my warm Americano. I just added some coolant to the truck. Make sure you guys are doing your pre-chips and making sure you guys have proper fluid levels for your trucks. Alright, so I just got here. This place is pretty empty. They're getting me into a door 2 hours early. So sometimes if it works out, try to get your appointment a little bit early. I mean, 2 hours sometimes is pushing it. Sometimes they won't get you in early, but it doesn't hurt to at least try sometimes. Sometimes it's like if you're gonna get to your appointment like 10 hours early, like you're kind of just wasting your time running, like wasting your clock. But I mean, this place is absolutely empty. It's been good. Been getting pretty lucky with these shippers and receivers. So I just need to back up into door 24 here. Just like that, bills are secured, got the green light. We're good to go. In and out of this place in an hour and 15 minutes. I mean, talk about just a great load start to finish. No issues. A little bit of rain today, a little bit of rain yesterday, but rain's no issue. It was honestly really fun making this vlog, guys. Just gonna head over to the truck stop and call it a night. My next pickup isn't until tomorrow at 4 p.m. I got a 200-mile deadhead to Michigan, and then that loads bring me back to Florida. It's time to take time off again. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Like I said, I had a fun time making it, and I'm definitely going to be posting more videos in the future. So until next time, this has been your boy Coach Dusty. I'm out. Peace.